So chef, tell me, what are we making today?
Yes, well, today we're preparing Montreal bagels. One of them will be with all the ingredients from Quebec and the Gaspésie, and the other one, I have this visiting chef, Charles Phan, and he's gonna do more of a Vietnamese bagel.
I cannot wait.
Super.
Let's go.
Let's go.
Chef,
Heidi, how are you?
I'm good, thank you. You grew up in France. Your family had a farm. You were a young boy, and I
Yes.
am sure you were being groomed and destined to run the family business. And you knew at a very young age that you wanted something different. Can you tell me a little bit about that young boy and what his hopes and dreams were at such a young age?
Yeah, that takes me back to quite a while ago where I grew up near Lyon, and I was lucky enough to be in a farm where we were doing everything. You know, you really had each moment in your life was bringing something special to the table. So I don't know. I have fond memory of the food at home, and that's what maybe made me choose to be a chef.
Well, I think when you come from a beautiful family that's super strong in your foundation, you always want to go back. And that's
Absolutely. And yet I love Asian cuisine. I love South American cuisine. I was just in Rio de Janeiro last week, and to me, tradition is so important. The roots of someone is so important. And so while I love those cuisine, I'll never be a Brazilian chef, or I'll never be a Chinese or Vietnamese or Thai chef, but I do love those cuisine.
And your family, I believe, were very supportive.
At the age of 14, I kind of called the shots and say, I don't want to go to school. I want to become a chef, but I don't want to go to this hotel school they choose for me. So I really decided that for me, I didn't know what chef was, but I knew that if I wanted to be a good cook, I needed to work in a good place.
Okay. And then slowly from there, I know you worked in France, and then you were very young making a decision to leave and go to New York and
Yeah.
start a
First,
different chapter in your life.
I wrote a book called Letter to a Young Chef. And that was about, before you can dream to become a great chef, you better become a good cook. And you better go and work for a very good mentor. If you can earn the trust of a great mentor, I think you'll be able to yourself become a great chef. And you want to make sure that your young cook can earn the trust from you.
And be inspired.
Yeah, absolutely. We really take pride at seeing a young chef starting with us with no idea where he was going to go 3 years later and what we do with him. I think that's, to us, is the real rewards in this profession.
When you go to bed at night, do you fall asleep knowing that all the restaurants and kitchens are running smooth? Like, how do you manage your stress? How do you manage the pressure?
If you have difficulty handling stress, you should not be in the restaurant business because we are living with it. It's not like I love my profession because there's a lot of stress, but everyone have sometime challenges in business. Life is often about recalibration, and it don't matter if it's your personal life or if it's your working life. We want to make sure that we don't take anything for granted. So when you get, great accolades and recognitions and all that, of course I am thankful for being able to earn that. I'm not thankful, I'm proud, but I'm also very thankful to my team for having made that possible for me and for everyone working with me.
If you could go back in time and talk to your younger self and tell him some words of wisdom that you know right now, what would you tell him?
I don't know if I have learned enough yet to be able to tell myself. First, it's different time, but I will do it again all over the same way. not the quality of life, but the quality of the community of chefs is much more global today. It's my community was mostly French with a little bit of Japanese, a touch of American at the time when I started cooking. But today it's a global community of amazing young talent. And so, of course, I will say travel the world today, because you can learn so much from each different continent and each country and each pocket of chef and cuisine and style. And so, travel the world and bring it all.
It's very beautiful. And I think that the culinary world is richer with you. And I think that your passion and your curiosity still this far in your career is a real testament to the fact that it comes from within. Because if it wasn't inside of you living and breathing, it would have died out at some point. You would have...
Or I would have not had the ambition to continue and grow. And
so I feel that that's how you've come this far and continue to grow. It's because it lives and breathes for real.
very much. And also, I think, again, we talk a lot about the youth in the kitchen and this eternal sort of rejuvenation of talent. Mm-hmm. And I think, to me, that's what drives me the most, is to see this younger chef wanting to become somebody important one day in this business and investing themselves to the fullest. And I think that's, to me, is the most rewarding and exciting part of the business.
This was something that I will remember for the rest of my life. Meeting you, experiencing you, sitting down with you and getting a piece of your heart.
Thank you.
It was magical. Thank you so much.
Well, at Maison Boulud, we take pride at going beyond the plate.